Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our conjunction video of the week. And this week we're going to be covering our conjunction of Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Ketu. And what happens when Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Ketu are conjunct in your particular horoscope. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this conjunction, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, what house it's in, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultation, and link to my school. So, when you have this conjunction, you always have to remember, whenever you're dealing with Sun, whenever you're dealing with conjunctions and Sun, there is a pretty good chance that at least one planet will be combust. There's a pretty good chance that all planets will be combust, especially the physical planets. Because you have the shadow point Ketu here, which cannot be combust. It actually eclipses the Sun, if it's very close to the Sun. But mainly here, that's one danger that we have to be aware of. And what happens is when a planet is combust, it doesn't mean that it loses its power and doesn't do anything in your life regarding that planet. No, it irritates you. It irritates you. You get burned by those things that is conjunct. So for example, here you have Jupiter conjunct Sun. That means you could be burnt by religion, guru, mentors. One could be irritated by gurus. One cannot stand seeing gurus. Saturn, one gets burned by servants. One gets burnt by co-workers. One gets even burnt by thieves, meaning one may even get robbed. Then you've got a Mercury. Here, the irritation of Mercury will not be so much because Mercury is always close to the Sun. But specifically, if it's less than like 3 degrees or 2 degrees, you bet Mercury is going to irritate you with either friends or maternal aunts and uncles. One's concentration power will not be as strong as it normally is. But Mercury is this quasi planet that it rarely finds itself being really truly combust. Now obviously you also have Ketu in this conjunction, and Ketu brings that element of moksha, element of spiritual path. And especially for certain ascendant, this particular conjunction can create a yoga known as Vrinchi yoga. It's one of the most spiritual yogas out there. So it can show a person can lead a spiritual path, especially if you run through the period of Saturn or Jupiter in your life, as in Mahadashas. This also shows that father most definitely was a very principled person. Whether father was a bad guy or a good guy, father had principles. Like, for example, it's like you take Godfather. In Godfather, Michael or Vito Corleone was doing the smuggling stuff, criminal stuff, but he didn't want any drugs in hand to the children. He didn't want to deal with prostitution. He didn't want to deal with, any kind of like a criminal activity which is very down integrated. He simply wanted to make money. So he had principles. Bad guy, but principles. This is the way you want to look at this. But obviously, this can show that father is very much interested in politics, bureaucracy, law. Father himself, usually in a traditional country like India or even Asia, father may perform rituals. Father may have a principle of going to a pilgrimage every year. This also shows that one will have late children. Whether man or woman, you are destined to have children late in your life. And most of the time, this can show your children are your pitris, meaning your ancestors, maybe your deceased uncle coming back as your child. It's a strong possibility, Obviously, for that, you have to confirm it in the Sastyamsa chart, the D60 chart in Vedic Astrology. And educationally, a person is interested in economics, person is interested in actuary, person is interested in management or law with this particular conjunction. But also, we see that a person gets interested in microbiology as well. because you've got Ketu conjunct Jupiter, you know. So microbiology is a very not so common thing, but I've seen it. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is my explanation of Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Ketu conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your conjunctions are placed, all my books, reports, and consultations, and also to join my school to learn all the secrets of Vedic astrology, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.